I tried, man. I tried for you guys, man. I try, I do. I called it. I tried to tell Norbs, my man Norbito, tried to tell him, bro. With this easy to block captain versus Hitman Holla battle, it's only going to go one of a couple ways. The battle's either going to get blocked or there's going to be a big attempt to block this battle, or the battle's going to go down and Eazy, regardless of how big he is in the eyes of the machine, will be punished for it. Let's talk about it. Yo. First of all, man, I just want to say salute to you guys, man. Thank you guys for showing me support on my recent video discussing the whole K-Shine conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that situation is just all the way wrong, bro, which is why I feel like I need to be and actually display my passion, you know what I'm saying, around that situation, bro, because I genuinely, legitimately feel and believe that it is not fair for K-Shine, what's being done to him, what's been done to him for the past however so long that he's been trapped into that 360 situation, bro, and whatever the case is. So salute to you guys, man, for recognizing, you know what I'm saying, for recognizing, pretty much. On another note, about 1 week ago, about exactly almost 1 week ago, Norbs held a live stream where he was discussing this easy to block captain versus Hitman Holla mega battle going down on Chrome 23's card coming up in February. Norbs was discussing the situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, me being me and me being a devil's advocate that I am, but also understanding how the URL, tends to move in these types of situations, I felt inclined to call in. Now, I'm not usually the type of person to call into people's shows or, do things like that. I'm more so my own, I move at my own speed, do my own thing, but I just felt inclined to call and put out into the universe what I felt was going to happen as it pertained to this battle, right? Norbs felt the opposite way that I felt. We're about to listen to the conversation real quick. As a matter of fact, without giving any further detail, let's listen to the quick conversation that we had about the easy to block captain versus Hitman Holla's upcoming battle. Because the reason I want us to hear it is because it's very interesting what happened the following day. Not just the following day that me and Norbs had this conversation, but the following couple of days, where Hitman came out and let the community know via Twitter that there was an attempt at blocking the battle. Shortly after, or a day or two after me and Norbs had this conversation, other news comes out that Easy to Block Captain had been hit with a cease and desist from URL. Pretty much completely confirming exactly what I thought was going to happen as I was on this phone call in this conversation with Norbs. While Norbs thought that, and I don't blame Norbs for thinking this, while Norbs thought that, or thinks and believes that the relationship between Remy and Smack is going to be enough to prevent the URL from taking any kind of action or stepping in between the situation in any kind of way. Me being a devil's advocate and understanding that this is a dirty game, am under the impression during this conversation that that is not the case. During this conversation, I'm under the impression, and I believe that the relationship between Remy and the URL is not nearly enough to prevent the URL from taking some kind of action to block this battle. I highly doubt that. One other thing that, matter of fact, let's get to it. Let's get into this real quick.
Out here, cracking the news. People don't want to talk about this stuff outside of my man Pedro. You know what I mean? My man Battle Booth.
Yo, here's how it's gonna go, bro. Here's how it's gonna go.
How's it gonna go?
This is very simple. All right. So,
Come here, buddy.
One, the battle doesn't happen, right?
It's happening.
For some unforeseen reason.
It's happening.
There's usually weird things that happen, right? Whatever the case is, we know what happened with K-Shine, that whole weird situation that happened where his flights got, something crazy happened with flights, before he got to the event in New York and blah, blah, blah. And then he even got to the event and still the battle didn't go down. Bizarre, crazy shit be happening. So let me just say that first and foremost.
Yep.
So that's why I say one of two things is going to happen. The battle's not going to go down for some crazy reason, right? Having to do with Eazy. Maybe because he gets offered a murder mook battle and a lot of money, right? For some crazy reason, the battle doesn't go down, right? Or two, the battle does go down, right?
Yeah.
And URL either doesn't book Eazy or gives him shitty battles that he doesn't want and situations that he doesn't want.
I understand what you're saying.
Hence, punishing Eazy is what I meant. So what I just said is that it's either going to go two ways. One, the battle's not going to go down for some crazy, unforeseen circumstance or reason. We know how weird and bizarre things be going down as it pertains to artists that are from URL battling at other competitor places. Last minute things be happening. Flights be being missed. Things just be happening that be out of the control of everybody for some crazy reason. Happens all too often. Either that goes down or the battle does happen and Eazy gets punished for it by either not being booked on bigger cards, not getting the same type of treatment necessarily that he's been getting, or the same type of opportunities that he's been getting for the year of 2023, if this battle does go down. At one point, I believe, which was a good point, Norbs feels as if though Eazy's too big of a name for URL to play that type of game with, So basically, Eazy's not in Av to where, they don't have to book Av because Av is not necessarily crazy in demand or crazy popular at the moment or something like that. Nah. Part of why Norbs feels or believes that won't happen is because Eazy's a big enough name to where the business has to use him, which makes perfect sense. The business has to use him. But the thing is, and why I think that's not fully 100% true is because URL has proven to us time and time again, bro, that nobody's bigger than the program. The URL makes a point and makes it a point to prove all the time, bro, that nobody's bigger than the program. And I believe that that's the case even as it pertains to the superstars, like a Tay Rock, like Eazy the Block Captain, like Sue Surf, like A Verb, right? Like these guys. I do not believe at all that the URL would allow battle rappers to start to believe that they are bigger than the program. But that's what that would mean if the URL literally just allows for this type of thing to happen with no repercussions, no consequences or nothing like that. So that's where I was a little bit like, I don't know. But still, this is just having a conversation as far as what's going on or what might happen pertaining to battle. I'm on the fence, or I'm on the side of I think something's gonna happen to the battle, bro. I legit think something's gonna happen to the battle, or Eazy's going to be punished for doing the battle. Some people believed, bro, that the URL already knew about the situation prior to it being announced. It turns out that they did not. It turns out the URL did not know about the situation at all. You know what I'm saying? Which is where that whole cease and desist situation would come from. Where URL's caught from left field with the situation and now sends a cease and desist to Eazy. That would mean that the URL had no idea about the situation. They didn't know that this was going on. They didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like URL gave Eazy the blessing to do the battle. It's not like URL said, oh, let's do the battle. And Remy Ma herself said that she thought about booking the battle because she saw Eazy on battling Big T on, I believe it was the Battle Academy. Is that where they battled? So she thought that he could step outside. But the thing is that Eazy was allowed by P and them to step outside to battle Big T on that league because they're both URL artists. So Remy booked the battle or decided to, because she saw that Eazy was stepping outside of URL. But the thing is that he was only stepping outside of URL in that situation because he was allowed to by the URL. So it's like, I forgot exactly where it was that Eazy said this, but he said that he was using a loophole. He's using a loophole in his contract in order to do this battle. So this means that URL and Eazy are not on the same page. That's literally what that comes down to. That whole situation that I just listed out for you guys means that URL and Eazy are not on the same page as it pertains to the situation, bruh. The URL is not on par. They're not on board with Eazy doing this battle, especially if they're out here sending cease and desist letters, bruh. Right? That's what that would mean. So I still, and even though Eazy's, tweeting out, putting on Instagram that this battle's definitely going down and blah, 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 and we still have no idea whether or not this is actually going to go down, bro. Because if this is a thing of Eazy and URL not on the same page, then what if lawyers get involved somehow? What if a lawyer somehow gets involved? I don't think that this is a done deal, bro. I don't think that we're in a situation right now where it's like, it's looking like it's an open lane. Like we got an open lane now to the battle. Like it's definitely going to happen. It's all open lane. No, I think that we're going to be dealing with some more situations, bruh. We're going to be dealing with some more situations where the URL, I feel, is going to try to and make the attempt to block this battle, bruh. It's not going to stop at a cease and desist. At least I don't believe so, bruh. As big a name as Eazy is, Eazy's not bigger than the program. Eazy's not bigger than the machine. And this is something that the machine is always going to want to make the point to prove, bruh. It doesn't matter who you are, bruh. You're under our umbrella. You follow our rules, bruh. But it's like, I won't even be mad if URL does somehow manage to block the battle because Eazy is under contract. So URL wouldn't even be wrong necessarily, because if Eazy and URL weren't on the same page and the URL didn't give Eazy the blessing to do it and Eazy just figured he'd use a loophole in his contract to do this battle and everything was going to be okay, then hey, at that point, bro, you should also probably already have a lawyer on deck just in case anything crazy pops off. You should already have a couple of things laid out, you know what I'm saying, just in case something crazy pops off. But who knows? In that situation, Remy might be offering up a lawyer of her own. Like in the event that URL does try to pull some slick lawyer stuff on Eazy, this could be a situation where there was an agreement between Eazy and Remy to where Remy would pull out a lawyer of her own. Like, we pulling out lawyers? Okay, boop. You pull one lawyer, I pull two. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? That could be something maybe that's why Eazy's kind of confident too, in the fact that he's definitely going to be able to do this battle, because maybe it's a situation where Remy, even herself, offered up her legal team or some legal, some lawyer resource or something like that, bro. I wouldn't put it past Remy. She's smart, bro. She knows how to move, bro, and I know she understands the dirty business of the URL. So,
I'm going to give you 2 reasons why that's not going to happen. Eazy is too.
Which one? For both reasons why which one's not going to happen?
Why it's not? Why they can't shit on Eazy, right? And they're not going to block the battle. One,
okay.
Remy's been in the industry for a long time. She knows she has lawyers. She took every step of the way to lock this battle, and she's not an idiot. Contracts are signed, right? Unless, and this is just real stuff. Even if they send a cease and desist, if it's not specified, right, that Eazy cannot battle any, especially on Chrome 23, right? They can't do anything. And even if they go out and do that, if they do attack, it's going to look crazy publicly because they're going to know.
But no, let me tell you that, bro, even with contracts in place, bro, things be happening. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, even with contracts in place,
but you
crazy
remember,
and bizarre shit be happening.
This happens to a lot of people that aren't Remy. You understand? Remy's been in the industry over 20 years. A lot of people that are in this industry, I've said this for a long time, are very scared to fight for what's theirs. Remy's been around the block a million times when it comes to this legal stuff. And
So here it sounds like Norbs is saying that URL won't try no funny business because it's Remy, and Remy's from the industry. She's been around and blah, blah, blah. But shortly after, a day or two after this, me and Norbs had this conversation, Hitman posted that there was an attempt to block this battle. Then there were reports by people like Chris Unbiased and others stating that Eazy the Block Captain had been hit with a cease and desist. So that turned out to be incorrect. The fact that because Remy is Remy, URL won't do something about this situation, which I knew was going to happen because I hate to say this sometimes, bro, but I see the worst. I unfortunately see the worst in everything, bro. Even like when it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a habit and a tendency of doing that. Probably because of the way that I grew up, bro. It was like the cup was always half empty, bro. I never saw it half full. So it's like when I look at things, bro, I can easily see the cup half empty, bro. I can see the worst case scenario. I can see what the end goal, the worst case, like I can see it, bro. Like I can see that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I had a feeling, bro, that this would happen. And it happened quick as hell, too. Quick as hell. Like the day after, bro, we had this live, bro. Hitman's out here tweeting that they were trying to block the battle already. You know what I'm saying? Chris posted a blog saying Eazy been hit with a cease and desist and all this stuff. I'm like, huh?
She is a legit threat. She is a legit threat because she doesn't fear that. And she has the relate. This is why she's a legit threat.
That is true. That's the one difference. That's the one thing where I do agree, where it's like URL can play hardball if they want, but it's not like Remy's going to back down from it. You know what I'm saying? Like that is one thing that I do agree with. That doesn't mean, though, that URL will not play hardball. URL will absolutely still play hardball. It's just a matter of will Remy decide to play hardball back? You know what I'm saying? And entertain the bullshit, pretty much.
Relationships, right? She has the money, and she's going to continue to grow. Now, in terms of giving Eazy shitty battles, we don't know how long Eazy's even locked into a deal. He is the biggest rising star that they have at this point. They lost some serve. Right. They've been relying on Tay Rock, and he's busy arguing with Nunu. Okay?
Right.
So
he's the biggest star. That's true, but nobody is bigger than the program. That's one thing that URL will always make sure to prove the point.
I love.
You can't give Eazy the block captain. If you do that, it is career suicide, because if Eazy the block captain turns around and says, okay, fine, I'm just going to rock with Chrome 23, it's their loss, not Eazy's, because he's going to get those big matchups. So
I understand that.
URL is going to put a fake smile on, like that. And
they're going to eat that?
They're going to eat it.
Oh, no, they're going to put a fake smile on. That's for sure. But they're not going to eat that, though. That's where I have to disagree about this whole Hitman Holla versus Eazy the block captain situation. They're going to put a smile on, like they always do. Pretend everything is copacetic. Pretend everything is good. That's what's going to be happening in front of our faces. When Remy and Smack are around each other, that's what's going to be happening. You know what I mean? But they're still going to play hardball, bro. We already saw it go down, bro. I understand that, and I thought this too. Because it's like, yo, it would make sense. If I'm the business, Eazy's one of my assets, I'm going to want to use him to my advantage. But at the same time, if I'm a business and my asset is doing or does something that I didn't allow, I didn't give permission to do, I have to teach this person a lesson. I can't just allow this person to set this precedence, bro. I can't allow Eazy to set this standard, bro, and to make it seem as if though people are just now free to just go and do whatever they want, go wherever they want to go to Chrome 23, my biggest names, and take the biggest battles and do all this while you're under my umbrella. I can't eat that, son. That's why I don't think that the URL is going to eat it, bro. If this battle does go down, bro, I foresee there being a similar situation to that of what happened with Av. To where Av did the official battle on Chrome 23, and then the URL pretty much benched him. Treated him like he didn't exist. The URL's not going to treat Eazy like he doesn't exist. But they're going to make sure to prove a point, bro. They're going to make sure to make a point, bro. Absolutely. There's no way I do not foresee the URL allowing Eazy to just get it, especially without Eazy having gotten the blessing of URL. If Eazy had gotten the blessing of URL to do this, then I could see URL leaving all this alone, not doing anything, letting it happen, and not punishing Eazy for it, had he had URL's blessing to do this. But apparently he did not, and he has taken advantage of a loophole in his contract. That is means for the URL punishing Eazy, bruh. What's going on here is I think Eazy actually believes that he's bigger than the program, or he's big enough to where he can do this and he might not suffer consequences because he's a big enough name. This is most likely why Eazy's deciding to do this in this way, is because he feels like he has leverage with URL. So because he feels like he has leverage, he feels like if he does this, even behind the URL's back or without the URL's blessing, the URL won't be able to do anything to him because the URL needs him. I feel like that's 100% the reason Eazy's moving the way that he's moving as it pertains to this battle. That's why he's moving that way.
Eat it?
You think they're going to eat that?
They're going to eat it.
Bro, see, this is what I'm saying. All right, so all right, real quick. You said, all right, so you think the relationship between Remy and Smack is going to be enough, like Remy and Smack and Remy's relationship with the industry is going to be enough for the business of URL to not do anything, to leave it alone. You think that's going to do it?
They are going to have to eat it because they don't want, she's a legit threat. You got the relationships.
Norbito. You keep saying they're going to have to eat it. But apparently they already sent the cease and desist. That's not eating it, my man. Hitman Holla tweeting out that there's people trying to block the battle, bruh. That's not eating it, my man. This is what I be trying to tell people, bro. Sometimes, man, I just be trying to share knowledge, man. I just be trying to share wisdom, bro. I just be trying to share from a perspective of, bro, I really got this strong feeling that this is not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. I just got this really strong feeling, bro. Taking everything into consideration, taking their history into consideration, taking the long list of blocked battles into consideration, taking into consideration everything that's been said, the business that's been put out there in the past. I just be trying to help people, man.
She has the money.
No, and I get that. That's why I'm not debating that. I get that 100%.
And listen, if they block it, it's going to be a war. It's going to be a war, period. And I'm not saying this is coming.
And that's why I like what Noah just said. He said, listen, they know if they block it, it's going to be a war. That's why I feel like the URL, that's why I feel like more so what's going to happen is the battle, if it does go, it will go down, but Eazy's going to pay the consequences. He's going to pay for it. Eazy's going to pay for it, bro. Like, because what Norbs just said is a good point. If the URL does actually end up blocking this battle, it would be a kind of a war now between Chrome 23 and URL. We don't need that. As far as how they feel about that, Smack and Beasley and Remy, I don't know how they feel about that, but we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see that. We don't want to see another league not cool with another league now and blah, 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 less opportunities, less battles for more people, less opportunities for more people. We don't want to see none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like what Norris just said here, because he said, if they know if they block it, it's going to be a war between URL and Chrome 23. This is why I feel like what's more likely to happen is the battle does go down, but Eazy get punished for it. This is why I said one of two things is going to happen at the beginning of our conversation here. That's why I said one of two things. Either the battle doesn't go down, or it does go down and Eazy gets punished for it. So in order to avoid a war with Chrome 23, URL probably will ultimately, even though they're going to try to scare Eazy into not doing the battle, let the battle go down. But Eazy's going to end up paying for it, bro. Eazy's going to be the one that end up paying the consequences for it, bro. Because Hitman doesn't battle for URL. URL doesn't want the smoke of Chrome 23. Who's the only other person left in that equation? Eazy the block captain, bro. And let me say again that Eazy's not bigger than the program, bro.
For Remy, I am not saying none of that. But what I am saying is this. It would be a major risk for the URL to do that. And I'm just being honest.
So do you think that the URL is going to try at all to like offer a situation to Eazy to where he doesn't do that? Or you don't think they're going to try to play
and
with that?
that's why I think Remy released it publicly on purpose. Because if it is tried, it'll be out there. You know, she didn't really, nobody knew this was even coming. There was no leaks, no nothing. She put it out there, this battle's on. So now it puts the pressure. If you do something, right, the public will know it, and they do not want to take a public ass whipping. And that's only going to bring traffic to Chrome 23. And it's giving a lot of battle rappers that don't feel at ease in that situation a home. Now A1 has another home. Listen, RBE kind of took a back seat, right? Last year, right? If Remy's stepping in, now you have another legit league with money to make it happen. This is absolutely needed in battle rap right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's for sure needed.
Yeah, that's needed. Nobody said this is not needed. What we're talking about is whether or not URL is going to allow the Eazy the block captain to battle on Chrome 23. Absolutely, this is all needed. But again, there was an immediate response by the business of URL to the situation. As much as Norbs thought that there wasn't going to be, or that there wasn't, there ended up being. Actually, Hitman Holla came out on Twitter, even on a whole Twitter space, with Remy Ma in it, letting us know what was going down. There were blogs coming out that Eazy the Block Captain had been hit with a cease and desist. These are just some of the minor things that I knew. These are some of the things that I knew that URL was not just going to just happy-go-lucky, bro. Just allow Eazy to just move how he wants to move. Again, mainly because he did this without the blessing of URL. That's mainly why. Had Eazy gone and got the blessing of URL to do this and blah, 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 maybe it'd be a different story. But in this situation, man, URL wouldn't be wrong for blocking Eazy. Even though I don't think they should. I think they should allow this to go down, especially if it sounds like what the loophole is that Chrome 23 is not listed under contract for competitor leagues that you can't battle for. So if he's taking advantage of that loophole, then hey, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Eazy for being smart, being able to do that. You know what I'm saying? For being able to find a lawyer that could find that you could do that or whatever the case is. But ultimately, at the end of the day, bro, I don't think that this is done, bro. I think there's going to be some more news. I think there's going to be some more attempts to block this battle. By that, what I mean is it's like they're going to be directed at Eazy the Block Captain because URL technically can't do anything to Chrome 23. It can't do anything to Hitman Holla. So again, the only one that could really pay the price for taking this leap of faith and going for this opportunity is going to be Eazy the Block Captain. So Eazy the Block Captain is making a sacrifice. Actually, he's actually making a sacrifice, bruh. Is what Eazy the Block Captain is doing in this situation, bruh. So that I respect. As far as whether or not this battle is going to go down, man, I honestly, and I'm somebody who's strongly opinionated, I honestly don't know, bruh. I don't know. I have no idea. It's looking like the URL doesn't want it to happen, but Eazy the Block Captain is saying it's going to happen, but the URL is your home. So, I mean, they're cutting you your boss, but then you already supposedly signed a contract with Hitman. So you can't break that contract now because then there's probably legal. Yo, it's like, this is about to get messy, bruh. But I'm here for it, man. I'm ready to see how this all unfolds. And I'm looking forward to seeing an Eazy the Block Captain versus Hitman the Holla battle on Chrome 23, man. Let me know what you guys think of this whole mess, of this whole situation, bruh. And do you guys think that this battle is going to go down, bro? February 25th, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle.